Have you ever questioned how far you would go to prove your faith? Would you, like Abraham, be willing to make the ultimate sacrifice? Our tale begins with a man named Abraham, a man whose faith was so profound that it was put to the ultimate test. One day God called to him, "Abraham," and without hesitation Abraham responded, "Here I am." God then instructed Abraham to take his beloved son, Isaac, to the region of Moriah and offer him as a sacrifice on a mountain that he would reveal. Imagine the heartache Abraham must have felt, yet he didn't question God's commandment. Early the next morning, Abraham obediently prepared for the journey, taking with him his son and 2 servants. On the 3rd day of their journey, Abraham saw the place in the distance. He instructed his servants to stay behind while he and Isaac went to worship. Abraham carried the fire and the knife, while Isaac carried the wood for the burnt offering. As they walked, Isaac innocently asked about the lamb for the burnt offering, unaware of his father's intentions. Abraham responded with a heavy heart, "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." And they continued on their journey. Upon reaching the designated place, Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood. He then bound his son Isaac and placed him on the altar. As Abraham reached for the knife to perform the unthinkable act of obedience, an angel of the Lord called out, "Abraham, Abraham!" Abraham answered, "Here I am." The angel commanded him not to harm Isaac, stating, "Now I know that you fear God because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." In that moment, Abraham saw a ram caught by its horns in a thicket. He took the ram and sacrificed it instead of his son. Abraham named that place "The Lord Will Provide," a promise that echoes to this day, "On the mountain of the Lord it will be provided." The angel of the Lord called out to Abraham a second time, promising him that because of his obedience, his descendants would be as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. Abraham's descendants would take possession of the cities of their enemies, and all nations on earth would be blessed through his offspring. Abraham then returned to his servants, and they journeyed back to Beersheba together, where he remained. Abraham's story is a powerful testament to his unwavering faith and obedience. His willingness to sacrifice what was most dear to him demonstrates the depth of his commitment and trust in God. It serves as a reminder to us that faith often requires sacrifice, but it's through this sacrifice that we demonstrate our true obedience and commitment to our beliefs. Abraham's story encourages us to question the strength of our faith and what we would be willing to sacrifice in its name. If you like our stories, subscribe to see new arrivals at Bible Story Box.